Hola amigos, this is level 12 and today I'm back, I'm not dead, I just have school. Anyways, so I thought since school is winding down and I'm just ready to be over with it, I thought we'd do a school subject Hetalia character video. So here we are, the Hetalia characters as school subjects. Now some of these I had to really push for and get really creative with, so forgive me if some of these choices aren't the best, but I tried my best, whatever. Oh my gosh, and we're back with keyboard issues. So the first one I'd like to talk about is the history subject, and I feel like Estonia would fit history so well. Estonia knows so much about other countries and other nations, and just like knows their history, knows their culture, and he kind of reminds me of that history teacher where like if you're like copying down notes from a slide and you say, oh, this happened, and then the teacher adds another fact that can either really help that can really like support what you said, or just be like, actually, which I've had my current history do that to me both ways, help me, and then say, well, actually, no, this happened. And yeah, Estonia's just kind of like, I don't think he'd be a good history teacher, but I think he could be the subject of history. Like, he just knows a lot, and history is full of weird random facts and knowledge, and he just seems like he knows all of it. It's like, he's the best I could put for history. Next is science, and when I think of science, I think more of inventions or my current science, which is biology, and I had to go through the Hetalia wiki a lot to find someone good for science, and I finally settled on Korea, because Korea makes a lot of inventions, although some of them can be knockoffs. He still knows how to make inventions, sometimes better than his rival brothers, such as China and Japan, especially when he made the mind-reading binoculars, I think they were. Even though I don't think knew how to use them exactly, so he thought it was a failure. But he can invent, and he can do that entire design process, because that's just how his brain works. And I'm like, well, he's the best science guy I got, so let's use him for the science thing. And like, I know science is also about physics and chemistry and mixing things, and you can do that when you invent too. It's a process of testing and trying again and hypothesizing. That's the basis of what science is, and I feel like that's what Korea does. Next is math, and I put Macau and India. Originally I just had Macau because I'm like, well, he's a businessman, he has to be good at math, he has to keep track of his money. And then I'm like, well, I might as well check around some more, and it said India was exceptionally good at math. So yeah, if you're exceptionally good at math, you're pretty good. You're basically the math subject. But back to Macau, if you're a businessman, I feel like you have to be good at math. You have to be good at where your money's going, where your money is being kept, and also he's a pretty decent gambler. When you gamble, you have to weigh your odds, possibilities. That's where prob and stats come in, which I hope I never have to take. That class sounds terrible. But these two together would be a math class, with the more businessy side of it, and then the more just random freaking algebra 2 crap of math that I'm doing now. Next is English, and England would be the best suit. Out of all the native English speakers in Hetalia, I'm like, well, England, yeah. I also mostly say this because he tried to teach Japan how to speak English, and I wish I could have found that picture or a gif where England was like, this is a pen, I write with a pen, something like that. But I feel like England would be that English teacher where like if you made the smallest grammar mistake, like something like effect and affect, he'd just yell at you and scream, no, you're wrong, bad English student. Or like not knowing where to put a semicolon or stuff like that, like really specific English stuff that not even most English teachers know. Ooh, I feel like he'd be that English teacher that get you on who versus whom. If you don't take English, you're not going to understand what I'm talking about, but who versus whom, salty. Next is a music, and I'm like, well, Austria is the king of music, and he just plays a lot of instruments, he's very passionate about music, he knows a lot about music. That's basically what music is. It's not just about being able to play, it's about being passionate about music, because there's even science behind why if you're more passionate about the instrument you play, the better it'll sound. And I'm just like, well, Austria is really passionate about his music. He's passionate enough to get, like, upset at other people who don't do music properly and will fight over where musicians come from because he wants them, all the good ones, to be from Austria. And there's Austria's just that music person, and I feel like he would be a strict music teacher, but he'd be that strict music teacher that's strict because he wants you to do well in his class. He wants you to really know how to play music, but also just enjoy music, which I haven't had enough of those types of music teachers in my life. Next is art, and obviously I could have gone with Italy or another country, but I'm like, no, Kugelmugel. Because why? Because almost all of my art teachers have been insane. They've been crazy, they've been artistic, they've been that art teacher that just tells you to draw, and is like, everything is art. And I'm like, Kugelmugel is like what you think an art teacher is, that crazy art teacher that's just, wow, art. And, like, art is supposed to be just what you think art is. And I'm like, Kugelmugel thinks everything is art and everything has to be artistic. And I'm like, well, yeah, that is art. Art is, like, this thing that you do and you draw or paint or sculpt, and just, it's art. And if you're happy with it, then it's probably pretty good. But if you're not happy with it, then fix it. And that's just how I see art, and Kugelmugel is a pretty good representation of that, of everything can be art if you try hard enough. Next is PE, and Germany and Italy. So Germany is the expectation of PE, of what you wish you were, or probably what you think you're gonna be when you get in there. You're gonna be buff, you're gonna be cool, you're gonna be like, be able to run a mile in less than 10 minutes. But in reality, you're more like Italy, and all you want to do is sit down and take a nap and probably eat some food or drink Gatorade. And I mean, you can be either or with PE. You can be like Germany, you can be super athletic like some kids, or you can be like me in Italy and just like try and then fail and then collapse. True story, actually. Trying to run a mile in less than 10 minutes. Don't. You just don't. You just be able to exempt that exam, which is what I'm doing, because I ain't running. Oh my gosh, it sucks. But yeah, PE, you have your expectations, and then you have your reality, and reality hits you hard, man. And then finally, everyone's favorite subject is lunch. And I'm like, which better character than America? Now, I could have gone with China, who makes pretty nice food, or France, who also makes some pretty nice food, but we all know most school lunch ain't that good, and what America eats, while it might taste good for him, it's probably not the best. But I feel like, you know, everyone counts lunch as a subject. Just let it be a subject, and so America takes the cake for the subject that is lunch. And I'm pretty sure he'd be quite happy with that. I am. Anyway, so that's it for this video. Are there any other subjects that I could have left out? And if so, what characters do you think could go with them? I know some schools offer dance, some schools offer drama, almost every high school offers a foreign language, except with Hetalia, that'd be a little weird to do, if I do say so myself. Some schools offer, like my school, we have a lot of STEM classes. I tried to go with the most basis what most schools offer to get all your credits, because I need like 24 to graduate or some mess like that. I don't know. But I tried to be broad, but if there's any one subject that you're super passionate about, like home ec, I know most schools offer home ec, but not a lot of people take it. Say which character you think home ec would be best for in the comments. I really want to know which characters y'all think home ec would be best for. Personally, I think it'd be Liechtenstein. But, I'll leave that up to y'all in the comments. Anyways, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more anime and otaku related content. Ciao, chicos!